Hello, an individual has become a USI donor.
Immediately starts with the chaos stemming across the house. I hear it in my head. Welcome back into the atrium, everyone. It's good to see your faces around here. I hope you have been doing well. I hope your new year has been okay at the best. At the worst, I hope it was okay. I hope it's much better than that, of course. But welcome in. Today we're working on commission art again. So this is the art reference sheet for Opie. And I got the line art done for the main 3 views. Hi, Oreo! Me is a cheese and also a cookie. So, like one of those packaged Ritz Cracker cheese sandwich things. That looks great, Ola. Thank you. I think I did pretty good for anime not being my style. So I'm proud of it. But thank you. And then today we're going to be working on all the extra boxes that go around it that show off the different accessories, the colors, and stuff like that. Okay, so let me see if it worked. I added something to Chaos's thing where, yes, and now I can pin it. There we go. And there we go. Where did they go? They just flew off.
I detect an adorable presence.
Logging visitor check-in into the universal.
What are the units of measurement on the side? So Opie is from from Poland. So they're meters, I think. Not meters? Please correct me. My communicator set to American. Centimeters. Okay. She's not 100 meters tall. That makes sense. By the way, Opie and I are basically Ina and I are basically the same height. Okay, let me get down here, get the tools set up. And it was G-pin. Okay. Start the music. Check the levels. Okay. So it's going to do the color palette over here, and it's going to have diamonds as the color palette. And the accessories here, we're gonna have the earrings, the glasses, yeah, there we go. Earrings on the right and left, the glasses, and the gloves. Then we'll have the eyes, the mouth over there, and then a little portrait. Hovers around silently and listen till needed. Thank you! Take care of yourself. Take your pill if you haven't. Okay. Let's get started. Sunny's in your space bubble today. Aw, thank you. We appreciate it. Okay, so let's start with the name banner. Sunny went from playing a bean to being a bean. So I think I'm gonna change this. Instead of having it just a flat square, maybe we'll get some diamonds or something on the edges. Just give it some intrigue. We were playing Fall Guys? Oh, you're all beans. I have to redo that because I pressed too hard. I got quadrilateral right, but it won't let me do rectangle sometimes, which is really annoying. I kind of have to go in here and manually straighten things up. I also love I can join the voice chat and break Sunny's voice. It's the beautiful thing about being a robotic entity. You can have whatever voice you deem fit. Let's try to center this actually before I go to editing it. Why is it so hard to find canvas center on this one? Maybe if I turn snapping off. Just take that back down to 10. Guess I'll just center it above this measurement line. You got a crown? That's like huge. Hold on, communicator fry. There we go. Yeah, Fall Guys is hard. So the fact that you guys were champions, that's crazy big. Hey, it's Chaos's song. Just go in here and fix this end here. After we went to squads with 2 random people. Ooh. Yeah, Fall Guys is really funky. I think I need to redo this box. I think I'll just do it this way instead of trying to make a whole rectangle. There we go. Much better. I need to make it a little thinner because we don't want it to tangent with that number there. Rio's coming to take a nap. in the atrium. Such a cute pepper. I think I'm gonna go ahead and align these. I tilted it. I wish there was an easier way to lock these without getting things tilted. Okay, and then let's add some text. This can be our placeholder. Aw, that's so cool. Congratulations. We're gonna get in here and do a better one later. It's just for now. Really? That's cool. Okay, let's see how we want to do the embellishments for the boxes. So I think I want to do diamonds in the corners. Why did it do that? I guess polyline's fine if it's gonna disconnect things. So do it like that, and then I think we'll do it this way. Maybe not. Yeah, I think that's much better looking. And then maybe for the other corners, we'll just do the small one in the corner. I may flip these. Here in a second. Let me. Yeah, it looks better. Let me pull up some reference to look at some other VTuber reference sheets. Most people don't do this box technique. They're usually just kind of free floating around the model. Okay, I'm just gonna have to wing it then. We'll do with these boxes the way I did with the other one, where I just make the corner and then copy and flip. And I think the thing I'm going to do is I'm going to align the corner. That way we kind of create this triangle. We'll make the color palette a little longer. Oops. I'm going to have to wish it here in a second because I don't need it overlapping. And I also need to make it a little longer. Okay, let's adjust this one so they're aligned. Now I'm wondering, because we have all of this empty space up here, we can address it one or two ways. Moving this up, or adding something new. which we do have a lot in the accessory section, so let's go the method of making this one taller. We'll line it up at the top of this. There we go. And then we'll move the eyes and the mouth sections up to here. Move those up and maybe expand the portrait section. Or we can do two different expressions. I also need to make sure I'm leaving enough. Or that my margins are lined up. Let's get this together. Let's get the grid placed down. And let's find a good grid size to do our measurements with. Think about this size. Somewhere around here. This 120 do. It was a little too much. Oops. There we go. And then I think I can move the grid, but I'm not sure how. Her name is Winter and she scream. She knows it's about time that Ken comes home. He's pre-screaming for food. Actually, I think this is... Where did it go? There we go. Okay. Let's do some adjustments so that we're all within the grid. And also, we want to leave some space on all sides of this canvas. So I think we're going to leave one square for margins. Why is it refusing? It like will only... It's only snapping wonkus. Okay, turn off stop. Stop it with the snap. And let's do the same for this one below it. I think we're gonna go.
This is your self-care reminder. Please hydrate, stretch, and save your progress.
Everyone, take care of yourselves with me. That one saved Wonka, so we're gonna do that. Okay, water, stretch. And go. Big stretch. Ugh. And shrimp if you're shrimping. Good about there, and then I need to shrink that down. Since we're doing half squares on the bottom and top, I think half square between the two boxes would be a fine enough length. But I also need to bring this up a bit. There we go. And I was leaving a full square space over there, so this needs to be about here. Then I need to go ahead and move all of this over a bit. Whoops, I forgot the embellishments. Okay, hold on. What have you been doing, Carlos? Okay. Let me go ahead and wish this sketch to kind of match. We actually don't need to. I just need to get over it. Okay. Oh. Ken just walked in. That's why Winter screamed. Hi, Ken. Okay, let's get this. Actually, the mouth and the eye were supposed to be the same size, so I could just copy this. Move it down. And I think there would be good. And then instead of a circle for the portrait, let's do a diamond. The diamond's off shape. If I remember correctly, if I do this and then I hold down. Oh. There we go. Bit longer. Then maybe we can probably split this diamond to have different expressions in it. So let's do straight up and down. We can do it like that. Put these little embellishments on other boxes. Oops, I forgot these need to be down here. And then that one down there needs to go further up.
A Sholon emissary has arrived.
I can.
Logging visitor check-in into the Universal Database.
Just fed Winter and tossed carrots as sticks. Nice. Winter was pre-screaming. She knew you were supposed to get home pretty soon. How did she? Good news is, since these two boxes are the same, I should just be able to duplicate this and drop it down. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn this off now. And I can turn the grid off now. This is kind of throwing me off. I think We put this in a box. We can technically get 2 more expressions in. Oh, now you do a rectangle. Since we're doing it like that, let's go ahead and drop down the corner embellishments. I'm gonna have to lower these. And then fix this box. This rectangle's horribly kiltered. The distance between this box needs to increase too. So let's get these highlighted and drop down. There you go, the spacing's better. That's the main box. This is our accessories box. This is the palette box. Eyes. Mouth. This one's the mouth box. What's this? Oh, I see what happened. Get out of there. These are the expressions. Okay. So I think the way we're gonna do it Because we've got this box here to put in the 4 different accessories, so let's split this into 4s. Okay. Then we'll have left ear, right ear, gloves, glasses. The left ear is this one with the bean. I think we need to switch these. This is the one I have. Need to stabilize. Turn that up. Why are you like this? Come here. That got much better. Okay. You know what's easier than this? You can turn on the reference feature and then import. Not import, canvas. Then I can focus on the ears here while I'm working on them here. And the earrings for it would have a diamond here. Diamond stud. The buff. And then the diamond here. I'll have to get my chain out, chain rush to properly do. Let's see. You know what? I may do a different method. That might be thick enough already. Go ahead and recenter the beam. Okay, I'm gonna get the right eraser. Okay, let me turn off the air. I can see the chain better. Hi, how's it going? Okay. Before I erase parts of this ear, I'm going to duplicate it and just flip it. Save myself some heartache. Need to turn snapping back on so I can make sure those are aligned. Okay. I can go through and erase this here. Okay. This part of the chain needs to be behind that. This part of the chain is in front of this. I think that's the ear. I need to erase away there behind that. You can see that link there. Okay, I'm gonna center this in its quadrant a bit better. Okay, and then the right ear is the cuff and the diamond and the dangle.
Five minutes until it has been 1 hour. Please prepare for invasive capitalism. Hydrate, stretch, and save your progress. That is not a request.
Gosh darn it. Okay, hold on. Get that cuff in and diamond. Invasive Galobianism. All the help. All the invasive help. I need to increase the size of that diamond. Maybe even move it over a little too. And let's do the chain on these separate. Turn this down. Alright, let's see if I can get the gloves in. I need to do a very general hand shape. I'll come back in and animify it later. Ah, hands, my nemesis. That's every artist's nemesis. I also need to come back in and correct it here, I just realized. Because they are attached to the middle finger. So let me put in a note real quick.
It is time for invasive capitalism. We'll be back after these forced messages.
Consume, 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 consume.
Okay.
This is your self-care reminder. Please hydrate, stretch, and save your progress.
Alright, so here's where we got finished off. So we got our basic layout down. And we started on making the accessories in the accessory box. Okay. But now we've got to go to our ad break so no one gets pre-rolled. But now's a good time to get up and stretch, get a snack, drink some water, do whatever it means to take care of yourself during this time. We'll be back in a few minutes.